In this episode, the Geordie and The Gragok do a quick review of Gracetown Caravan Park, and after some great advice from the Work Live Play YouTube channel, they talk through the cheapest and best way to clean the caravan awning, and importantly, there is also a vital stop at Vasse Village for kicks, before the final drive north toward Perth, where family time finally begins.
Where we're going, Janice?
We're going to Perth.
Going to see Mum and Dad.
And Kiara and my sister.
Little Kiara that's no longer little, she's big.
And Charlie eventually, later on this week, who's my son. We're very, very excited. Well, I'm very excited.
You're going to see Boris too. Looking forward to meeting you, mate.
We've just left Gracetown Caravan Park near Margaret River.
And we're going to start a new trend this morning. So every time we leave a caravan park going forwards, we're going to hold up how many stars we think it is on our left hand.
Okay.
Because that was a 4.2.
Yes.
Yeah, on the reviews. And I'm going to give it, ready?
Yeah.
How many are we going to give it? I'm going to give it 2.
2 stars. And the reason for that is...
Oh, are you going to give them a reason?
Yes, the reason is...
Be here all day?
That it was school holidays, and we have been to parks before where there were plenty of children, and we usually can't hear the children even if it's full of children, like when we went to Moama.
Turn left.
Yeah.
But this one, the kids were feral.
I wouldn't say they were feral, I'd say they were wild.
Yeah, they were screaming from 7 o'clock in the morning, running around through our campsite, screaming at each other, right through to 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock was quiet hours, so that's when they disappeared.
If the kids weren't screaming, the adults were dropping the bin lids when they put stuff in the bins, which sounded like a gunshot going off every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The wastewater for the caravan was blocked. When I reported at reception, they just went, "There's trees."
Yeah, so it was just we were right near the toilets, and people just thought, well, our campsite was just somewhere they could walk through to cut through everything else. So yeah, it wasn't the best experience. We did sleep really well there once it went quiet, but the rest of it was...
You sleep well everywhere, really.
Yeah, that's true. So now...
very disappointing.
Yeah, so now we're going to basically book it to Perth. We have 1 stop to do.
Yes.
And then...
And you know what that is, Mum, when we get to your house, but this will be like 4 weeks when you see the video. We bought you cake.
So we're going to stop at the Vasse Valley markets just outside of Bunbury, and we're going to stock up on cakes for this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we say this afternoon, we'll be home by the time Mum gets back from church.
So off we go.
Here's the cake, please. Didn't take long at all.
Well, I would suggest cake and breakfast, please. But, you know, I may be so bold. Well, the interesting place for me about this place, my love,
What's that?
trailer parking base.
Oh, yes. Yes, there are.
And for all of those IKEA loving fans out there, this is like IKEA. It's one long corridor. Not loads of aisles like conventional supermarkets, just one long, windy corridor. We only realised that the last time we came here, and we went round the corridor the wrong way.
Here we go. Bunbury Farmers Market. At 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And glorious skies, look at that. Lovely. Love it. We've got fish and chips for breakfast.
See? Told you it's like a corridor. Go around the corner here. That was all fruit and veg. And small bananas. And around the corner here. The only thing it's missing is the shortcut like IKEA has. Isn't it? The only thing it's missing is like the shortcut that IKEA has. Munched out. I would never shop at Coles or Woolworths again if I had this on my doorstep. Corridor inevitably is the till. Alright, I'll let Janice pay. What did we do yesterday, Janice?
Well, yesterday was a bit of another rest day for us because we knew we were travelling today. So we went to Margaret River for lunch.
And gin tasting.
Breakfast. Breakfast.
And gin tasting.
And gin tasting, because as we were coming out, we found a place called Giniversity. And I knew I had to get some gin for my niece. Hello, Kiara. So we stopped and did some gin tasting. I did some gin tasting.
I was driving, so no gin tasting for me. But you did buy a gin that changes colour, which I thought was awesome.
It does. And I also tried a sriracha gin. Can I say it tastes like chili and garlic, basically? So very savoury. And then we decided we really wanted to do some maintenance to the caravan. Last time we were in Point Leo, there was a bit of rain. And despite being told that we shouldn't roll it up in the rain, we did. Never got it back. Yeah, we did. It was raining.
Can't do it down the motorway with the awning there.
Exactly, and it was raining. So we rolled it up, got it home, kind of forgot about it until we pulled out the awning at Gracetown, and underside of it was mouldy.
Yeah, well, it rained tail and bend as well, if you remember.
Yes, it did, but we didn't have the awning out, and we also had loads of bird poop and stuff like that on the top part of the awning. So Stuart did some YouTube research, as he does.
And so did Janice.
Yeah. And we decided there were two products that were suggested. One was called Canvas Magic, which we couldn't find anywhere near Gracetown.
It's very expensive.
Yes, I think it's something like $200 or something for a bottle. But the other thing that this gentleman suggested was something called Outdoor Cleaner from Bunnings, and it has the one use the no bleach one, which is, so we went to Bunnings, we got that.
Yeah, did exactly what he did. So he got a little pressurized spray bottle thing, didn't you?
Yes.
And we got a brush. We actually don't have a brush, so that was a good addition anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's a question of spraying the underside, spraying the outside. We did that first. I suppose the biggest thing with it was actually the logistics. So it was all about, we had to take all our awning sides down, didn't we?
We did.
We then had to lower the caravan a bit, otherwise I couldn't reach the top with the brush.
Yeah.
Put the awning legs underneath the caravan so the awning's flat,
Hung straight
touching
down,
the caravan, but kind of that. And we gave that a bit of a spray, didn't we? Then we gave a bit of, what was the word he used? Agitate.
Yeah, agitated it. So we also added to the solution a little bit of dishwashing liquid, gave it a bit of foaminess and got it to stick a little bit better.
Yeah, we followed exactly the instructions that he gave us.
Yeah, so
I don't remember his name now.
No, I don't remember either, but it was really good. And while he definitely recommended the Canvas Magic, we were really impressed.
Well, the amount of muck that came off it, you could see it. It was like dirty water coming down.
Yeah. But it actually cleaned it really well. It looks brand new now. So happy.
Both the outside, and then we put the awning back up, and we did the inside as well with the brush. I just rinsed it off, and
yes,
so
the inside was particularly bad because you could see where all the mold was coming out. Got rid of all of that. It looks brand new. So we're very happy.
Top tip, if you want to do that, I would give that product 5 stars.
I would, 5 stars for me too. So very happy with that. And compared to $200, it cost me $21. So we just needed to use something, and it absolutely did the job. So very happy.
So we're on the road to Perth. We've got, I don't know, 86 kilometres or something to go to Mum and Dad's now. The traffic has actually eased off. It was really busy for a bit, but now it's just dual carriageway.
We're almost at Mandurah. I'd say we're... Mandurah, probably about 15 kilometres from Mandurah.
If ever there was a town that should have been in the Star Wars films, Mandurah. Or it could be Planet Mandurah.
Koala Bridge.
Or Possum Bridge.
They wouldn't be doing it for possum, surely. Just for koala.
They're protected, aren't they now?
They are, but...
Look at this one around here, look, around the corner of the bridge.
Yeah, but koalas are endangered, so they do it for koalas, I see.
The whole koala thing.
Underneath the bridge and everything.
And across the top of this bridge, I think.
Yeah.
Awful lot of koalas going in awful lot of places
I hope so.
at night.
And so, after more kilometres than the width of the moon, countless cups of tea kept warm for hours in Yeti mugs, several entirely unnecessary time zone crossings, the Gragok's exceptionally well-timed tasty chicken sandwiches, and fuel prices that rose dramatically every time someone on the other side of the world started an argument, the Geordie and The Gragok finally roll into Hillside Garden Village in Mount Richon. The trip began back in Warragul, and along the way there were towering cliffs at the Great Australian Bight, a drone that confidently launched into the sky and then disappeared toward the horizon without so much as a goodbye, emu crows, roadhouses, and a 90-mile straight. There were border crossings that moved clocks but little else, toilet dump points planned with what could only be described as military precision, apart from the moment at Eucla where a dignified U-turn was required back to the SAWA border, having completely forgotten to use the dump point. Whilst it caused only a slight delay to the day's run, but did of course result in yet another time zone change just to keep things interesting. Across the entire journey there was just one minor failure, a rebellious screwcap that briefly challenged morale before finally accepting defeat. The Nullarbor delivered silence, space and serenity. Western Australia delivered scale. Margaret River delivered food, wine, gin and the undeniable truth that 2 wineries a day is plenty. There were caravan parks full of wildlife, wild and loud school holiday children, and an awning that left Gracetown cleaner than it found it, thanks to some excellent advice from Work-Life Play. And now the road finally slows. Not because it has to, but because it's time. Time to stop driving, time to make another cup of tea, time to see family, time to catch up with friends, and time to enjoy being exactly where the Geordie and the Gragok plan to end up. Thanks very much for watching, and if you'd like to see what the Geordie and the Gragok get up to next during their time in Perth, visiting friends and family, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for coming along for the ride.